Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're going to play some Saga Reanimators. So, this deck is a Reanimator deck all centered around Yuna, Hope of Spira. She is able to bring back our A enchantment from our graveyard at the end turn, and it has a finality counter, which means that if it dies, it will get exiled. But there's some very good enchantments that we're going to bring back. Summon Knights of the Round, Summon Bahamut, or Summon Titan. Those are the cards that we want to bring back. Now, Yuna also gives all of our enchantments, our enchantment creatures, Trample, Lifelink, and Ward 2. So, also, she gives herself Trample, Lifelink, and Ward 2, which means if we're able to get any enchanted creature out, we're going to get Lifelink and we're not going to be able to die, especially with attacking Bahamut. 9/9 is a lot. So that's kind of the idea, all centered around this one card, but you know, obviously, we're playing standard, so all centered around a 5-drop is not going to cut it. We also have 4 Abuelo's Awakening, which will do a similar thing. Not as good as Yuna, but we can reanimate like a Bahamut for 1 turn, or reanimate Knights of the Round for 1 turn. Unlike the Omniscience reanimation, this doesn't end the game. This does give us a board of 3/3s, or 3 2/2s, or a 1/1 Bahamut that comes in and just destroy a permanent twice. Once when it comes in and once on our next turn for the next lore counter. So this is pretty useful. And the Summon Titan is another card that I saw a lot of deck I didn't see a lot of deck run, but I think it's beautiful in this Saga Reanimator deck because his tier 1 is mill 5 cards, and that's what I need in this deck. It just mill more cards in the graveyard. I don't mill enough for the Reanimator to actually hit. So that's kind of the idea of the deck. Now, to get there, of course, we need to survive. And surviving against the current metagame just means fighting Izits and fighting rats. So many Izits and rats out there, they all die to temporary lockdown. Now, in the first version of the deck, I think you will see that in the first 1 or 2 games, I was running Brotherhood's End. No, don't do that. Run temporary lockdown. Don't worry about it being a nullable against our treasure tokens or, you know, locking out our fear of missing out. I don't care about any of that. Temporary lockdown locks down the whole deck, locks down our opponent's whole deck, and then we can kind of curve out to 3 or curve out to 4 and 5 for Abuelos and Yuna, and we don't die. That's very important, right? We have to play a turn 3 card that sticks on board and make sure that we don't die. Yuna can also bring back temporary lockdown. It says return a enchantment card. So temporary lockdown is an enchantment card, so if we happen to mill it, we happen to put it in the graveyard with a surveil land, well, we can bring it back with Unit anyways. If nothing else to bring back, it's also pretty good. So that's kind of the idea of this whole deck. So on the deck list, shall we? Turn 1, we got 3 Torch to Tower. I couldn't fit a 4th one in. If you want to cut one of these cards for a Torch, be my guest, but I really wanted to have a Summon Titan, and every other card I want to have 4 offs, so that's why we have 3 Torch. And in turn 2, we got 4 FOMO and 4 Invasion of Ergamon, making sure that we are indeed getting our treasure and cycling the cards from our hand. That's very important. We need to cycle cards from our hand. Fear of missing out is also an enchantment creature, which could get Ward 2 and Trample Lifelink thanks to Yuna, which might not be much, but that little bit of lifelink might put us over the edge against a burn deck here or there. Turn 3 is temporary lockdown or 4 temporary lockdown and 4 seize the spoil. If our opponent is aggressively pushing us, temporary lockdown can stall us out, and if our opponent is not aggressively pushing us, seize the spoil can toss one of the summon targets, and as well as getting us a treasure, which means that turn 4 we can hit a 5-drop unit. That's pretty important with this deck. And so that's our turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Turn 4 is where we want to have our reanimation spells for Yuna or for Abuelos. Hopefully we have a treasure to hit a Yuna, or, well, don't hit her. She's a wonderful and beautiful card, and we don't want to hit her. But if we want to be able to play her, and you can also play Abuelos if you don't have that treasure, or you have one of the tap lands, Abuelo can also bring us something out temporarily. Having our opponent answer that means that the next turn we can summon our Yuna. That's kind of the idea. And the summons we want to have. Summon Titan, which is just a mill 5 card. Mainly I put it in the deck for this one reason. Level 2, or was it Chapter 2? It's also very good. Return all lands. We're going to mill a lot of lands, or discard a lot of lands into our graveyard, so this can actually ramp us pretty quickly. And then Tier 3 is also pretty good because, or Chapter 3, target creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of lands. Well, guess what? With Yuna, that creature is going to be a life linker, and we're going to gain a lot of life. So that's why Summon Titan is pretty good. But definitely need to have 4 Knights of the Rounds and 4 Summon Bahamut. Knights of the Round is how we get a big board. Every turn for first 4 chapters, we're going to get 3 2/2s. And then on chapter 5, we get +2/+2 on all creature, and then they each get indestructible counter. That's flavor text, we're never going to get there, but each 2/2s seems pretty good. Knights of the Round himself is also a indestructible creature, so if we Abuelos it back, it is an indestructible 1/1, but it's indestructible, and it will keep putting out creatures. That's pretty good, and help us sustain against aggression. Summon Bahamut, on the other hand, does pop any non-land permanent every turn for the first 2 turns. Then, chapter 3 is drawing 2 cards, which can help us refill, and chapter 4 Mega Flare is where we win, but you know that doesn't matter anymore. We'll never get to chapter 4 with this deck, right? If you're able to get a Bahamut out, maybe you're cheating it out, you probably already got a lot of combo going. And one of the hidden combo in this deck is with Invasion of Ergamon, because it doesn't just make us discard a card and make a treasure. When we hit it and we get the backside of the invasion, the Truga Cliffhanger, we can then discard another card and get a land, and hopefully play our 5-drop card if we need to. So we can Abuelos a Summon Knight, for example, on turn 4, and then we'll summon Knights of the Round, and then we'll get 3 2/2s, and then we can attack with those 3 2/2s to hit invasion on our next turn, flipping it to get our 5th land to play Yuna, which bring back Bahamut. It sounds like a long chain of cards, but believe me, you will see that a lot today, hopefully. That's what I hope for this deck. And then now the lands. We got a lot of wait, let me put the cards separately. We got a lot of Surveil lands, and we got a lot of Verges. So only 1 mountain, 1 forest for the basic lands. We got 4 of each of the Surveil land in 4 commercial district, 4 Elegant Parlor, and 4 Lush Portico. And then we have 4 of each of the Red Verge in 4 Thronespire Verge and 4 Sunbillow Verge, and then 2 Green-White Verge and Hushwood Verge. We don't need that many Green-White. We need a lot of red going on in the early game. And then we don't need that many white pips, because obviously these are going to get cheated out. We need 1 white pip for Yuna or Abuelo, and then 2 white pip for temporary lockdown. But if we're playing lockdown, chances are we're going to have to use our treasure for the lockdown, because those treasures are going away anyways. So that's the idea of the deck. I don't know how good this will do, but let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is the Haguruma 19. Sure. We go first. Good start. I guess the trick is just to toss everything into the graveyard and hope for the best. Now let's don't face this down. Alright, not even gonna bother. With the Ergamon. I don't have anything to pitch. Just block. Do I torch this? If I torch this, I can't really torch the next. Well, I don't think I'd be able to torch that anyway, so. No point. Oh my god. Yeah, just why not? I even got a Abuelo. Do I have those in the deck? I'm gonna go through 3 cycles, 3 games without drawing a single one of them. Good shot. We're gonna get hit by 1,000. Monster's Rage. Have another Monster's Rage. Second Monster's Rage. Down to 5. Oh yeah. What am I getting next round? Bitter Reunion. You know what? It's gonna happen. It's gonna have to go. It's just time. I might be able to get a 3/5 blocker, but hey, I'll probably just die to whatever he has on board now. Stock up. Nice refill. We drew 15 cards. I don't think it matters. Swifty. Yeah. Dude, just no, man. Just no. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? Let's do this first. 9 down to 4. Down to 2. Still nothing. Finally. Let's bring back the Bahamut. Destroy target permanent, huh? What did I destroy it? Probably the Storm Chaser's Talon. What do they have in their graveyard? They have a stock up. I don't want that to happen. Destroy another thing. My turn to have lifelink? Oh, okay. My turn to have lifelink, so that's pretty good. Search my library for a land or a bag. Just get a land here. Okay, it can go. I'm at 11. Don't think he can kill me from 11. Take that. Is it? Okay. There's 3 games where I could not draw any of my enchantment targets. And I finally draw it. Here we are. You have bounce spell? Bounce my Bahamut. I dare you. I double, triple, quadruple dare you. Well, if he doesn't bounce, he dies, right? Well, I draw 2 cards. He doesn't get to the Mega Flare yet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's only 9 mana. And you draw an extra 1 mana for the Bitter Demon combo. GG, I guess. Alright, our opponent is the Rapid Fire Geek. We go first. The land? It is the land, okay. Green-white, huh? Green-white's tricky. So, Bahamut obviously looks to be better, but... Oh, not green-white. Green-black. Gulgari. So he could just bat me. I think it makes more sense to get rid of the Knights here. He doesn't bat me. I also want to torch that, but I guess I don't have the luxury to torch it. Come back to the 1-1 or the 3-2. Come back to the 1-1. 1 flying. 1 flying, indestructible Knights of the Round. Could just get exiled. But we with it. Oh, and then we can attack the invasion. That's pretty good. So what's up? First strike, death touch. How do I want to fight this? First strike, death touch. We can torch the Mosswood Dread Knight. But I only have 1 extra mana, so I have to get a land this way. If I had to get a land, I should have gotten a land last turn, huh? Well, I shouldn't have played a forest, that's what I meant to say. Oh boy. Put it into your hand. Maybe I just sit back. Whenever it deals combat damage, right? He's not going to be able to deal combat damage. Gotta wait 3 turns for this. I can torch Galissa, but I don't think I want to torch Galissa. I think I want to pick out a card advantage. There. You can duress my Bahamut, or you can duress my Brotherhood's End. I don't want to use Brotherhood's End against my board of 2/2s. So yeah, there's that. Another monster. Oh wow. Okay. More. Don't need that many, right? Four. He blocks 1. I still deal 3 to it. To your face. Oh, I forgot I discard a card. That's fun. Alright, let's get a Sunbillow Verge. That would be pretty useful. Yuna! Bahamut kills your Galissa. Welcome to Final Fantasy, man. You have a deadly cover-up. You're gonna need it right now. Still one more, right? Before the indestructible counter. It takes forever to get to indestructible, honestly. Okay. Nice little bats. I hope you're happy with that. Give me a target for my Bahamut. Nope. Bahamut's dead. So I don't get that target no more. I may discard a card if you do draw 2 cards. No, didn't want to play it out anyways. Alright, our opponent is Slitus Fuchs. I spelled everything wrong. We go first. Finally we get to go first and I can't cast anything. Beautiful. Our lands are just that. Lands. Green white. Nothing so far. Our knights in the round. See where this goes. Separate Spira. Do I want to lock this down? No, it's a tap land. Why didn't... What? How? Why? I guess I could lock everything down. What am I gonna draw? Another land, huh? What can you do on turn 4? This is a 3/3, so it doesn't get locked down. I mean, also the lockdown right now would... my own. That's not great. He can't attack me. I'm gonna try anyways. I don't know what the plan was there. Yeah, I don't know what the plan was there. Just gave me a huge board. reason. Somewhere else, okay. Everybody in on that invasion. You get a rhino. Rhino comes in with the Scar of Bahamut. Let's get a basic land or something. Let's get a bird. Yuna. What do we break here? Your Landwehr Elf? No mana for you. Oh yeah. Broken beyond repair. Hilarious. Okay, our opponent is Skywise the Fervent. We go first against Skywise. He's very fervent about it. Let's say hi. Okay. We go first. We got a workable hand, and our opponent's not in the game anymore. Seems fair. Also, they're black, so they could just tear apart our hand, so we don't get to play anything. Always a possibility. I mean, come on. Lush Portico. Lush have to grow. Stab. Put up phone on that. Toss the Bahamut. Ooh, Abuelo. That's a curve. Oh, you're gonna shelter me? I'll show you. I'm actually very happy that you tried to shelter me. Here's why. Evolve it. Give me that. Another Bahamut? Nah, I'm never getting past that one. Challenger, you gonna attack? There's a stick for some reason. He's not attacking. Mark right here. Shelter. Temporary lockdown. Shelter on. Let's take the Bahamut already. Jesus. Dude. Okay. Dumb people are the dumbest. Exile by Thirst, right? No, come on. Okay, I can't see which one's exiled by which one. I'm pretty sure this is the right card. I thought this Bahamut. What the heck, man? That was meant to be a GG, but whatever. Alright, our opponent is the Nitsan. I don't know, he's a veteran explorer. I don't even think veteran explorer is still a thing anymore. That was when the explorer was part of the meta. And then I don't think that was still in whatever. It talked too much. Here's commercial district, and I don't want that, so it's good. Red. Ergamon. Drop the Bahamut. Okay. So this is it? This is a deck. Sleight of hands. Nice. Nothing on board, sleight of hand. What a play. I dropped my Elegant Parlor. I'm guessing this is just Gaia, but I'm playing it weirdly. I think we Bahamut. It's a little bit better to get that out of the way, huh? I also put out 2 dreads. So, Yuna, thank you for giving us the card that we need. Haha! Take that, you veteran explorer. Who's exploring who now? That sounds wrong. I'm sorry I said that, alright? That sounded wrong. But you know what I mean. I would be exploring you. Stock up. Phasing down a 9/9 and a Reanimator. Just stock up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get the F out of here. Is it? Stop playing the game and leave. Alright, our opponent is the Saw. He is the Saw, and we are going first, so... maybe. I do need to draw lands. But these are cards that are treasures, potentially are going to give us lands. That is such a good, like, turn 1 play. But it's not very easy to pull off. Ergamon. 2 commercials. I wish it was something better like an untapped land. Elegant Parlor is still a tap land. Okay. I guess I was getting that untapped land coming up. Dude, really? Okay. Maybe he has a... doesn't look like it. Let's get that Bahamut out. Yeah, ward. I thought we got him. Take that, is it? Man, it's fun beating up visits. Alright, our opponent is the Spicy Nugget. He's got the Final Fantasy avatar. Is he going to play Final Fantasy with us? Let's find out. Our opponent goes first, so I guess we won't find out as much. Oh yeah, they are. We're going to play some Final Fantasy. Well, we gotta drop every card we can. Try to hit it as fast as we can. Flare. What the hell does this do? Alright. So not what I called a useful card. I try to hit it. I really tried. All right, there's a lot of targets we can hit. Masamune. More like the Masa go away. What does this do? If a creature dying causes a trigger, the trigger's on it. Okay, so. It is Sephiroth. So we got Titan. We'll summon the Titan next turn. I'm sure all land. I got one land. trigger. Alright, let's go. Oh, I mill some cards. Did I even mill no lands? I mill one land? Alright, I mill one land. Really freely. He's got a bunch of that. Oh, he's got diabolic intent kind of. I don't think that scry matters, but he's gonna get Sephiroth up. Okay, not Sephiroth yet. Turn all lands in Seville. I guess it's a good card. The problem is I'm not sure how do I get there. Oh wait, did I not have one? I thought I had one. Guess we gotta return this. None of these have finality counters. This is just a 7 set. Take 7. Where's that, bro? It does trigger twice. Do sack, indestructible. He does have a treasure for mana, so we're gonna have to let this go first. This will also make me lose all my 2/2s. I don't know if I want to do that. I think we attack first. You got God, huh? Feels good. GG's. Alright, our opponent is 1, 2, 3. The virtuous 1, 2, 3. And they go first. Of course they do. Blue. Talon. Have to get this started somehow. FOMO is a good card. Does help me discard. Eventually. Alright. Let's go that way. Before it goes too far, let's kill it. He might get a VV. Cutter. Get an Ergamon. Got our Bahamut. I could drop FOMO, right? Is FOMO better? Next turn I'm gonna lock down. Either way, I'm not going to be able to use the treasure, right? I could bring this Yuna to bring out Bahamut. Bahamut only kills one thing. I do get to play Bahamut next turn, though. I put Nugget around the graveyard. Yeah, I do get to play Bahamut next turn, which can fight some of this board. Not all of it, some of this board. Or I could also Yuna. No, I think Bahamut's better. Flooding all my treasures. Give me a fish. Sleight of hand. Making him use his flood mons is actually pretty good. We got Monsters Rage. No Monsters Rage here. Ooh, Abuelo? Oh god, this is risky, right? I could Abuelo for Bahamut. If that Spell Pierce, I'd beat God pretty hard. I can also temporary lockdown. It's a one drop that's not. It could still be a spell. Oh, got rid of all his stuff. Alright, that's 2 mana. Actually, no. It could be 3 mana with a Monster's Rage, yeah? 4 mana. I'm gonna stock up, dude. That's so good. At least the last mana is red. So, what can he use the red mana? He's gonna play this turn, right? Abuelo's gonna be pretty clutch here. Gonna have to break that. Blood more. Pretty lockdown. I can discard Knights. Get a treasure. Seems good. How many float mob does he have? Bahamut's gonna kill something else. Let's go to Polar Stage better. Do I even attack? For a one? Why not? I draw 2 cards next turn. Oh, we got there. That's stupid. 1, 2, 3, loose. Welcome back, everyone. Now you saw all those Saga Reanimator games. How does this deck feel? Does it feel like a unfair reanimating summon on the Bahamut? I'm sure it doesn't, right? It feels very strong, and this is what exactly I said yesterday when I was talking about the Final Fantasy cards. So I look at the spoilers. Again, I'm not an expert, but looking at all the cards where, none of them really answers the red decks that well. The Izzet decks, the Rat decks, we don't answer them that well. So here's the problem, right? These look like very fun cards. They're just not very good. So it will just get blown out by Izzet. It will get blown out by Rat aggro. So I don't know how well these decks can do. Now, there probably is some fine-tuning that can be done. Maybe we need a 4th Torture Tower. Maybe we need Brotherhood's End along with temporary lockdowns. But this is how I feel I need to cut the deck so that I can kind of rush out the Yuna slash Abuelos as fast as possible to get the reanimating the summons. But to do that, we also have to put the summons into the graveyard, which this deck doesn't do as easily as I thought it would. We have, here's 12 cards to put cards in the graveyard, plus 12 Surveil. That's, 12 plus 12, 24 cards that put cards in the graveyard, not counting the Summon Titan, which also puts cards in the graveyard. But the problem with all of that is you have to have the card to put in the graveyard, and sometimes all 8 of these cards just stuck on the bottom, and it never happens. There's so many games where that happens, I just kind of cry a little bit inside. But that is how a lot of, arena games kind of end up being. That's the magic of magic, I guess. That's kind of how we're gonna play a lot of these games out. But I do think this deck is very fun to play. I said a lot of buts, but I do think this deck is a lot of fun to play. And thinking about which one do you reanimate, when do you play Yuna versus when you play Abuelos is always very fun. I really like Yuna as a card. She looks fantastic. And I don't mean just the art. The art does look fantastic, but card itself, the ability itself, obviously we're not playing EDH. This seems like a crazy commander, but just the fact that our creatures get lifelink, trample, and ward 2 is insanely good, but they made it fair because we only bring back enchantment creatures at the end of the turn. But it does not mean that you cannot slam Yuna while you already have a Bahamut or a Summon Knights around on board already. And that's how I feel about this deck, right? There's a lot of tricks to this deck that could make it better, but it does require a little bit more getting used to, which is fun, right? Final Fantasy just came out, so maybe there are better ways to kind of cut this deck, to filter out the deck, to mill cards into the graveyard that I haven't figured out yet. That's what excites me, thinking about new brews. And that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.